it's a mimic. Look, I rolled an 18, it's just a buckshot. That's what a mimic wants you to think.
The wizard stays back, won't step through the door. Perhaps the darkness itself plots something more. The barbarian scoffs, bah, perceptions for fools. Charges straight into danger like an absolute tool. I rolled a 6, now I'm feeling real sick. Why's the DM laughing? Oh no, this is a trick. I rolled a 3, now I can't even see. Did that goblin just sneak right past me? The dissection rolls on, we bicker and stress. Paranoia is high when you fail every test. So learn from our fate if you value your life. Always roll perception and roll more than 5.
Hey, holding a bottle I go to heal my heart and drown my woe. Rain may fall and wind may blow, but there'll still be many miles to go. Sweet is the sound of the pouring rain and the stream that falls from hilltop plain. Better than rain or rippling brook is a mug of beer inside this tuck. Hey, holding a bottle I go to heal my heart and drown my woe. Rain may fall and wind may blow, but there'll still be many miles to go. Sweet is the sound of the pouring rain and the stream that falls from hilltop plain. Better than rain or rippling brook is a mug of beer inside this tuck. Hey, holding a bottle I go to heal my heart and drown my woe. Rain may fall and wind may blow, but there'll still be many miles to go. Sweet is the sound of the pouring rain and the stream that falls from hilltop plain. Better than rain or rippling brook is a mug of beer inside this tuck. Oh, you can search far and wide, you can drink the whole town dry, but you'll never find a bit so brown. You'll never find a bit so brown. But you'll never thinking about sometime there's a one-way drink in our hometown. You can drink your fancy ales, you can drink them by the flagon, but the only brew for the brave and true. But the only brew for the brave and true comes from the great dragon.
In a tavern by the old stone wall, where shadows dance and tankards fall, I saw her there with braid of gold, a tale of love both young and old. O maiden of the flame-lit hall, with laughter light and eyes so tall, you stole my coin, you stole my name, but most of all, you stole my flame. She poured the ale with teasing grace, a rogue's delight upon her face. She sang a tune that stilled the fight and made the coldest heart feel light. O maiden of the flame-lit hall, with laughter light and eyes so tall, you stole my coin, you stole my name, but most of all, you stole my flame. The bard may boast, the knight may ride, but none have held her at their side. For free she roams like wind and song, a love that burns but won't belong. Now every night I take my seat, where once our eyes by chance did meet, and in my cup her smile remains, sweet ghost that haunts these tavern panes. Flame-lit hall, with laughter light and eyes so tall. You stole my coin, you stole my name, but most of all, you stole my flame.
The lust for eternal affairs seemed to raise our spirits in great despair through the ashes of oblivion. Quick and unseen like the dragons of spring, for we owe no debts and bow to no king. Every war has its cost and we've paid, won by the bond of the body we've made. Starts now as the demons listen, we strike them down, fighting back the rifts of blood. Sent from the sky like an angel in need, give them news to strengthen and words to heed. Heaven's down and set alight, we're knocking on the gates of hell tonight. Swords and dragons' bones scattered all the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road heals down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne. So we sing a triumphant song. Play out a spell in your sequence of chords to inspire and sharpen our rusted swords, echoing the whisper of the trees. Creep on the path where 1,000 paths fail, from the thick Western jungle trails. Come from afar to set prisoners free, into dark tangled depths from the open sea. Swords and dragons' bones scattered all the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road heals down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne. So we sing a triumphant song. Chances don't come cheap, so keep alert and on your feet. An ancient spirit song will heal our wounds. On a the streets, a message to the gods to see us through. Ever heard get really sung to raise your voice and praise the sun, call a new rebirth to keep us strong. Countless souls along the path, lost to fiends and lords of wrath, will return to play our final song. Dragons' bones scattered all the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road our heels down, shattered tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne. So we sing our traveler's song.
I step from the boat where the strange river ran, with a bundle of cloth and a heart full of land. The sky held no scent of the turf or the rain, and my mother's last blessing still clung to my name. They call this the New World, with riches to claim, but the hills here are silent and know not my name. Each morning I labor, each evening I pray to the wind of the glen and the salt of the bay. Oh, on my heart, your seed and your hope.
O ermo creed or healis du doka.
Your fields are a fire in the back of my eyes. Oh, sing me again through the smoke of the skies, for the shore still remembers where I said goodbye. I've laid stones on hearts for another man's fire. I've watched seasons pass like the ghost of desire. My tongue grows forgetful, my boots wear me thin, but the ache in my bones still speaks fluent within. I'll not die in shadow, I'll not die unknown. Let the tide turn me homeward, in flesh or in stone. Oh, island, my heart, your faith and your song.
O ermo creed or credimis damra.
Though I sow in the soil where I
my living for wanderers' woes. Feet on the earth, head in the clouds, I walk the world alone. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is a journey that never ends. Back home there are farmers and blacksmiths galore. But out in the world I can be so much more. I've met mages and fae, I've met soldiers at war, and set eyes upon distant shores. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. Some say that I'm foolish, some say that I'm bold to brave the dark forests, wild beasts and the cold. But I choose to roam in ruins of old and sing of their stories untold. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. My journey shall never end.
Mothers ventured out. Don't cry when lanterns fade. Soon we'll be awakened. But it breaks my heart to say no one will save you now. I could be
Who's asleep amidst the trees? Bats all a swaying in the breeze, but one soul lies anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths. For your dolly, Polly, sleep has flown. Don't dare let her tremble alone, for the witcher, heartless cold, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep woe.
Some in the choir, for we made a discovery. He was born where blades outnumber bread, where blood ran cold and kindness bled. He swore the world would know his name, and took the gold and took the fame. A deal was struck in midnight's hue. For every coin the oceans knew. 30 years, the darkness said, then bow your head and join the dead. He laughed, that's 30 more than most, and raised a glass to fate and ghosts. The price of more is always steep. In times of debt you cannot keep. The ones who chase what can't be true all pay in time, the devil's due. But love can strike like thunder's cry. A cleric's hand, a softer sky. He saw in her a world unknown, a peace no plundered heart had shown. She gave him truth he'd never wait. That gold means nothing, love can't trade. He held his son and all grew still, and wept to learn what joy could fill. He thought the storm had passed him by. A devil's life now left to die. The price of more is always steep. In times of debt you cannot keep. The ones who chase what can't be true all pay in time, the devil's due. 10 years left, he needed more. The life he'd found was worth the war. He swore he'd fight, he'd steal, he'd burn, to break the curse that he had earned. But while he chased what he adored, the world moved on, the years ignored. His son grew tall, the fire went low, and he came back with naught to show. They scoured the depths, they bled the shore, they shattered seals and ancient lore. But time's a blade you cannot bend, and all roads fold toward the end. He thought it love that drove his quest, but knew too late like all the rest. It was the greed dressed in grace to buy back years he should have embraced. The price of more is always steep. In times of debt you cannot keep. The ones who chase what can't be true all pay in time, the devil's due. He bought the world but paid it all. A son he missed, a lover's call. No star, no vault, no gilded reef could match the weight of mortal grief. He held the sea, the skies, the crown, but let the only good thing down. He sought to win, but never knew it wasn't death, but time that took its due.
devils do is all he knows.
the door swung wide, and in strode the wolf with the sword at his side. A hag stirred her brew by the heart's dull glow, while a wraith took a sip with a hiss soft and low. So raise up your mug, for the shadows get near, where monsters and men toast the end of their fear. When dust paints the sky with blood red and rust, we all drink as one till we're dust. Love till dusk. A witch with no eyes sang a song none could name, while a banshee played bones in a dice-pitted game. The witcher just watched with the ghost of a grin, as a succubus traced a dark spell on his skin. So raise up your mug, for the shadows get near, where monsters and men toast the end of their fear. When dust paints the sky with blood red and rust, we all drink as one till we're dust. Love till dusk. No priest dares to enter, no king makes a claim, in the tavern where fate forgets honor and name. So laugh while you can, let your sorrows combust, in the tavern where devils drink deep in the dust, where witchers and witches all dance in mistrust. We all drink as one till we're dust. Love till dusk. Could it be your way to torn distance of strong again? All that pulled you apart, shuffled lost in your way.
resurrection, bringing us back to life. Unleash your dark confessions, tell us what lies in the night. Old spells of fire and fury, painting these hollows red. We'll be the risen champions, back again from the dead. From the taverns to the dungeons, I've danced on every floor, spun tales of dragons' fire and ancient heroes' lore. When the wizard's out of spells and the rogue's lost his way, I'll sing a tune of victory to brighten up your day. So gather round, my friends, and hear the songs I sing. With bardic inspiration you can face most anything. A verse to heal, a rhyme to charm, a tune to lift your soul. In every fight with magic lights I'll help you reach your goal. I'm the charm in persuasion, the wit in your line, your silver-tongued savior when we're all short on time. When the dice are stacked against you and hope seems thin, just listen to my melody and your rolls are bound to win. For the power of a bard is more than spells or blades. It's the heart of a hero in every chord played. With a melody of courage and a song for the heart, together my friends will never fall apart. So gather round, my friends, and hear the songs I sing. With bardic inspiration you can face most anything. A verse to heal, a rhyme to charm, a tune to lift your soul. In every fight with magic lights I'll help you reach your goal. Turn a failure into fate with just a spoken word. And when you least expect it, there's beauty in the absurd. I'll cast a spell to make them dance, I'll trick them with a glance. On every night the rhythm's right, just give this class a chance. In bardic lore I've learned the secrets of the song, but it's my heart within these tunes that keeps the party strong. For it's not just spells or music that helps the journey long, it's the love we share, those moments rare that make a hero song.
Into the dungeon, hearts bold and alive, with a wizard, a rogue, and my ex-wife. Found a chest in the dark with a shimmer and sheen, and the rogue licked his lips like he just turned 16. He said, "Stand back, lads, this one's mine." Then it sprouted a tongue and was ready to dine. With a snap and a crunch, poor rogue got grabbed. Guess the chest got tired of being fireball, a 5-foot room. Now we're crispy and blind after it went kaboom. The fighter swung wide, hit me in the shin, while the bard, that's me, screamed, "Don't bite the chin!" The cleric prayed hard with a tremble and wail, till the mimic got bored and gnawed on her mail. We hacked and we burned and we cursed till it died, but the rogue was still twitching with teeth in his side. To be true, better look out, beware. So if you see gold in a dungeon of death, take a second to check if it's got breath. 'Cause loot that don't blink may still wanna chew, and if not you, then the idiot next to you.
house and a stolen purse. The tavern's burning, the mayor's gone. They call it roleplay, we call it wrong. They punch the priest, loot every chest, pickpocket children, it's all in jest. Screaming a roll to seduce the duke, then start a riot for the fun of the loot. They never learn. Murder hobos ride again, through blood, through fire, through every friend. No plot survives, no quest can end. The chaos they bring, it never ends. But deep in our town is one last plan. A hero turned baker, now he takes a stand. He bakes by day, needs rage by night, with calloused hands and war god might. He's got a rolling pin +3 and vengeance crusted with destiny. They never learn. Murder hobos ride again, through blood, through fire, through every friend. But now there's wrath in a flurry, and the butcher of bandits makes his stand. He once fought dragons, kings, and fate. Now they've pushed him past the retire state. They'll learn what true despair looks like when the pie man draws his blade. Tonight, they never learn. Murder hobos ride again, through blood, through fire, through every friend. But now the village has a godsend. The baker returns to make them end. Murder hobos fall at last, by bread and blade the die is cast. A town reborn from the broken past. He rose again, the final blast.
Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise. For the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Oh. Strike, turn, hammer and burn. The bellows teach and the fires burn. Iron, oil, temper and toil. The forge ain't hot if your blood don't boil. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade to slay that evil heel. A sword that gleams like diamonds, that can make the darkness kneel. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise. For the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Hear that anvil ring, echo song of the hammer swing. Shape, grind, polish and shine. The world ain't ready for a work so fine. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade, for to purge the blight which creeps upon this world. We love to take from us the light. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise. For the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never
his eyes as black as coal. My happiness attend him wherever he may go. From Tower Hill to Blackwall, I'll wander, weep and moan, all for my jolly sailor, until he sails home. My heart is pierced by Cupid, I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can
So you rolled the dice and landed in my name. Sorry love, I wasn't aware of your game. Wouldn't have painted you a paladin, but you laid your hands on me all the same. Thought I put up walls surrounding my heart, but there you charged right in through the dark. Wild hair and battle scarred, well don't you know how to make a start? If the road should take its toll, you're my saving throw. I've got a fate to change, but I need you here at my side. And all the mistakes that I've made on this path to yours cross my mind. I don't want the weight of the world in my hands, just yours in mine. And if we don't see the morning, well darling, you look lovely tonight. Well, you swept the feet from me like a rogue, but you kept them planted here on the road. I couldn't want for looting anything, 'cause love, you're worth your weight in gold. When the cold winds that batter my soul, far out here in the wilds on our own, more divine than any cleric, your voice is where I call home. If this strength check starts to fold, you still keep me whole. I've got a fate to change, but I need you here at my side. And all the mistakes that I've made on this path to yours cross mine. I don't want the weight of the world in my hands, just yours in mine. And if we don't see the morning, well darling, you look lovely tonight. And if the road should take its toll, you're my saving throw. I've got a fate to change, but I need you here at my side. And all the mistakes that I've made on this path till yours cross mine. I don't want the weight of the world in my hands, just yours in mine. And if we don't see the morning, well darling, you look lovely tonight.
Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away and break of day to find our long forgotten gold. The pines were roaring on the height. The wind was moaning in the night. The fire was red, it flaming spread. The trees like torches blazed with their shadows lay, be night or day, and dark things silent crept beneath.
We called you hearth and home.
The wind may blow and rain may fall.
We must away.
Must away at break of day, far over wood and mountain tall. We must away, we must away. We ride before the break of day.
I saw the light fade from the sky. On the wind I heard a sigh. As the snowflakes cover my fallen brothers, I will say this last goodbye. Night is now falling, so ends this day. The road is now calling, and I must away. Over hill and under tree, through lands where never light has shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. Under cloud, beneath the stars, over snow and winter's morn, I turn at last to paths that lead home. And know where the road then takes me, I cannot tell. We came all this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell. Many places I have been, many sorrows I have seen, but I don't regret nor will I forget all who took that road with me. Night is now falling, so ends this day. The road is now calling, and I must away over hill and under tree, through lands where never light has shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. Through these memories I will hold, with your blessing I will go, to turn a last, the path that lead home. And know where the road then takes me, I cannot tell. We came all this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell. I bid you all a very fond farewell.